Well, I know nobody is watching, but, considering this is literally right before the presentation, I figured I would go over some skins that I thought maybe should be included in Godzilla Save the Earth Melee that, unfortunately, for one reason or another, I have not included in any videos, and most of that is due to the fact that a lot of those Monster Manual videos that I recorded were recorded far in the past, so a lot of these ideas didn't hit me, the moment I was recording those videos, so... Personally, I think the Death Battle Godzilla could be a good skin for the Showa Godzilla, and I know that sounds really strange, and it is, but I feel like moveset-wise, it would probably make the most sense for them to try to put the Death Battle Godzilla onto the Showa Godzilla, and at least that way you can kind of have Millennium sensibilities on a Showa skin. I just thought about that just because it's a random skin that has not been included. I mean, it's not official. If they want to make this seem official, obviously they wouldn't want to do that, but... Next up, same kind of deal, but not the same. I think they could stand to make a skin for Showa Godzilla of the Kiwi's Big Adventure suit of Godzilla. Who, I don't remember the suit designer's name for, but it doesn't have an official name, so I'm gonna call it Pee-wee Goji. But Pee-wee Goji would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind seeing kind of the mock tokusatsu set that they fought on in Pee-wee's Big Adventure as a sort of level. But I imagine they're going to reveal some kind of levels today. If I were to guess, probably New York at nighttime and in the rain. Just because I have my hunches about who I think is going to get revealed. I didn't think about this until literally, I think, either this morning or last night, but the Always Sunset on 3rd Street Godzilla would be pretty cool. I don't know which version of Godzilla it would be best to slot this onto, or if anyone really even cares, but maybe classic Godzilla, but at the same time, it might just make more sense to put it on Heisei Godzilla. Because this Godzilla actually has like a beam attack of atomic breath, so it might make more sense on the Heisei Godzilla, but I totally forgot about this design, even though I did that video ranking all the Godzilla designs, but... Next up, I should have thought about this one, but due to the fact that at the time I didn't know if they could go over the 12 skin limit on each monster, and for the record, I don't really think we have any official word that is a cap, or not a cap, but I could see maybe the Nike Godzilla from the Charles Barkley basketball versus Godzilla commercial. I could see that maybe being a skin, because you could play as the Heisei Godzilla, who looks like this, with the sunglasses, and that might be pretty cool. Next is, I don't know the official name for this, but I saw this posted on Twitter like a month or two ago. Apparently, Bagan in the Mothra vs. Bagan Godzaban direct-to-Blu-ray short film had like a max power form, and this is like some official model or figure of that version of Bagan. So it might make sense to put that on Bagan as a skin. If you watched the poll predictions and skin supplications video that I uploaded yesterday, that was technically supposed to be, I think, like the week of New Year's, I didn't mention it because I obviously didn't know about it at the time that I recorded that video. But I don't know how much different this actually looks from the way Bagan looks in that short, in his, like, base form. But the max power Bagan is a cool one that I thought maybe would make sense. Next, just, this one, it's Red Bagan. This one looks like it would just be a recolor. I think this is the Toho Movie Studios model, but it could also be that Godzilla model. Um, which, if I were to guess, if they're gonna put Bagan in at all, and Bagan doesn't get unveiled in the next 8 minutes, then I would imagine the Toho Studios version is going to be an alternate, and the Godzilla one, I think, is the first official one. Or maybe they'll just go with the original classic, like, tan, brown Bagan as a skin, or as the default. I don't know, so... I missed this one. I think I mentioned it, but, think, this is fan art I found on Google Images, a MonsterVerse version of Batra is probably going to happen. They made a custom MonsterVerse Mothra Leo, so a MonsterVerse Batra. I mean, I googled MonsterVerse Batra and I found this, and I found this for the Imago. I'm not saying these two specifically, and full credit to the artists that made these, but my point in even saying this, and including pictures of these two, is that there's plenty of fan art out there that they could use as inspiration for a Batra, MonsterVerse Batra skin. And then I have a bunch... these are all just the larva and their recolors, but the thing is, like... in all likelihood, they could probably make Imago versions of Batra based on these recolors. I got all of these from the Wikizilla gallery page. Don't know the artist for this one. He was a Japanese artist, and I know they're touchy about stuff like sharing their artwork on, from Twitter, but apparently the 1968 Baragon, according to his artwork here, apparently it's like a different shade of brown. It looks more gray, black, but I guess maybe you could make that a skin for Baragon. I don't really know how many people are really excited about Baragon, but I didn't mention it in the Baragon video, and Baragon is short a few skins, so... this one, I don't know if this would be... I think this would be... it would either be Showa Godzilla or 1974 Mechagodzilla, which may get revealed in 5 minutes. I don't know. But this is the IDW version of the fake Godzilla. I've been recording some videos that won't be out until February, March of 2025, that have to do with Kingdom of Monsters. And this is from Rulers of Earth, which is where it shows up, but I didn't remember that technically there was a fake Godzilla in Godzilla Rulers of Earth. So, hypothetically, they could include this skin. Like I said, I don't know if they would do Showa Godzilla or Showa Mechagodzilla, but they could do it, period, the end, at all, is my entire reason for bringing it up. I didn't bring it up in the Godzilla 2000 Monster Manual video, but I mentioned a long while back in my, like, Power Surge Critical Mass video, regarding Save the Earth Melee, that I didn't think the Critical Mass forms should make a return as a power-up. But I could totally see this being a skin for Millennium Godzilla within Save the Earth Melee. But who knows? Maybe they'll add Critical Mass back. I don't know. Same kind of deal. I think the poster iteration of Final Wars Godzilla, Final Road Goji, Final Goji, Godzilla 2004 would be pretty cool, especially because this model, this statue of Final Wars Godzilla that I saved from Twitter is very good, and it would be really cool to be able to play this version of the Final Wars Godzilla design through the skins of Millennium Godzilla. So, I doubt anyone really cares that much, and I'm currently talking to myself because no one is watching the stream, which I, put my heart and soul into preparing, but I think the armored Godzilla 2024 / Doha Goji design, this was like a toy, I have it right here, I think this would be a really cool skin to include for Legendary Godzilla, but he is at capacity. Like, they have a full gamut of skins for the Legendary Godzilla, so I don't know if they're going to go through the trouble of adding more skins on top of all the skins that they already have, but that was an idea that I had. This is going to be really prophetic if this song ends up being relevant to the fact that I wonder if Showa Godzilla is going to show up, honestly. This is another toy. I have it sitting over by my bookshelf. This is another... I think this is supposed to be Evolved Godzilla from Godzilla Cross Kong the New Empire, Godzilla X Kong the New Empire, but it's a markedly different skin coloration. And the spines are a little bit different, so I don't know. I just thought maybe it might be a fun thing for one of the developers for Save the Earth Melee to, throw in the game. I'm not really sure this will happen, but I thought about it, so I saved a picture. This is Gomez from Ultraman. Originally, it was from Ultra Q. And for all I know, maybe it hasn't ever showed up in anything Ultraman related, so... But it could be Showa Godzilla. It could be a Showa Godzilla skin. Same thing with Gyrus. This is artwork created by Matt Frank, the Kaiju Samurai, so... Same thing with Armored Godzilla. Here's an Armored Kong. And then I have two versions of Showa Mechagodzilla that I did not include in that big video. This is like a golden Mechagodzilla, and this is from like a... What is it? Get Going Godziland, which I've never watched, but, I mean, it could be an alternate recolor for Mechagodzilla. And then I definitely missed this one. This is the Sofubi figure for Space Godzilla. It looks like it would be a good recolor, and it looks like... Presentation's about to start. Here's Zuko. That could be a skin for Kong. IDW Mechagodzilla / Super Mechagodzilla. It has like the MG logos on the pecs. And then the damaged IDW Super Mechagodzilla.